guys, I'm gonna share something with you guys, and I want to see if y'all notice it. It might be just in certain areas. I hope West Side and Trauma and everybody come in. Let me turn this down before I read. Rhonda, what's going on, babe? Michael Hill. I don't know what's wrong with everybody else, but I'm getting rid of my Facebook account. I don't care what happens. A lot of people, we got a lot of dumb people right now, and we got people like, I want to mention names, but I'm not going to. They put posts up. They don't even respond. Yeah, they're messing with the internet real bad, right? Now, I'm going to show y'all something, okay? I'm going to turn it off. Listen to me. In the weirdest uniforms that look familiar to some, get in the car, and they looked at me, and I leave and say, what are y'all doing here? So the internet's acting, yeah, this is the reading we're getting. Usually we down here, we get 70s, right? It's 64. It's supposed to be 5 just about repeaters. It's not what you think it is. So if it's really being, if there's, in the military, there's a lot of military conversation going on. So when I was at the store, a bunch of guys walking around, speaking different languages, and you could tell they're military and eye contact. Now, how about where you live at? How about where you live at? You dig what I'm saying? So, I'm about to remove Facebook off of my tablet right now, because I've had enough of these certain people that didn't know shit. All of a sudden they know something, and now all of a sudden they want to talk. Nobody's paying attention. Hold on. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this on there right quick. I think that light's got to load this live and buy. So I'm removing it right now. All right, so let them know. Now let me remove it. Yeah, I've had enough of Facebook. It's all government shit, regardless of how you feel and what people think. And I've given them more than enough of their foolishness. So uninstall. And besides that, I was always signed out. I would always go through Instagram. That's why I have Instagram. I still have that. I haven't got rid of that yet. So uninstall. Did I deactivate the account? been deactivated. And now because of Metaverse, I'm on Instagram. It's got all three of my old and new Facebook platforms because I always attempted to communicate with people. I never, for no other reason, wanted to keep anything. I'm just so done with people. People are pathetic, and they're not even paying attention to what's going on around them. I see everything. Do I jump the gun? Of course not. I look at everything. How many of y'all been out today? How many of y'all really looking and paying attention? How many of y'all got a 360? None of you, I bet. So, Facebook, completely gone. And it'll never be on here again, ever. And then when I'm done with this live, once I get done with the reading, it's coming off of here. And by next week, or the week after, Instagram's gone. No, I've got followers on Instagram and they keep growing every day. I don't care. I want to deal with you guys and people over here. If they can't come over here and be supportive or anything like that, and they ask me, what book should I read? This, that, and they come and watch. I don't care about them no more. I don't care if they were to come here and I'm scrubbed. I don't care. Because I've got a new following of people who embracing reality and get out my boot. It doesn't stink. He wants to play right now. I gave him his favorite Salmon Shreds and he's going ballistic. I'm about, I support, and I support, I used to defend a lot of people, so I realized there's no need to defend anybody, you know. Stop being on platforms arguing with people who don't matter. But yeah, I don't have time for that. I go over the I go to everybody's page. I like on it, and I even let this up play even if I'm not listening because they're late night. I'm not a vampire. And I just, as long as they got the view, and then I go back and I'll look at some things, you know. Avocado and spinach. And I got a salad over there waiting for me. I don't know. I've kept this fight going since I was a kid. I'm getting whooped, beat, fighting history teachers, middle school and high school, telling me, no, you know you're wrong. I was like, how are you gonna tell me I'm wrong? I know my grandmother's raised I know my great grandma and the men and my great great ancestors, my great great uncles. How the fuck? And the Jewish side of my, and they telling me, yeah, you're right. Nobody's playing a game. Well, there's nobody else fighting beside me and arguing this shit. I was the only one. I got the high school to kick me the fuck out my last year. I was swinging on teachers, swinging on principals and shit. I wasn't tolerating that. When in the military, you gotta be quiet, Mr. Petiosa Branch. What? That ain't crazy. You can be Indian. I can be Indian. I am. What the fuck do you mean? When I started saying orthogonous, all of a sudden people started putting in their fucking name. That was in MySpace. AO.com, I just said, you know, a lot of us are indigenous. We don't even know it. MySpace, I was putting the word about darkness. Motherfuckers were like, what the fuck is that? You know how long ago that was? My family going, how'd you learn that language? You got motherfuckers, you got a whole bunch of followers and they post shit and they don't even communicate and respond to the people making statements and asking questions. When do we motherfuckers get big heads like that? I do my best to respond to everybody. Why? Because I feel y'all are that important. I reach out to people around the world. I ask for a few dollars to buy books. And people look like I'm crazy. They look like I'm on drugs. Do I need y'all to buy ammo? Do I need y'all to buy me a fucking gun? Do I need anything? No. Goes half and half on books. Well, I pay a little more, but the taxes and shipping. But it's like I'm getting like... And then you got the idiots. Well, go to Cashapp. What the fuck are you doing for the people? You can't make this stuff up, y'all. I've had enough. I can't get no feelings behind it. So what do? Huh? I detach from them. Let me turn this off, guys. I detach from them. Why? It's easier to do that. Because people are always going to be full of shit. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, guys? Who's all up in here? Let me say hi to you guys. Hey, Rhonda, what's going on, beloved? Mikey Hill, Margarita. Hey, mama, where's old Gray Wolf ass at? Hey, Pontiac, what's going on, brother? Hey, Scott. I just had enough of people, man. I don't even like that word, people. It's like so degrading, really. if you really understand the etymology of it. Charlie on the bus is your I remember when he was going to the hospital, never to come. And I told him I don't like the word chief. He's like, you know, you're a chief, Red. You don't know it. You've been fighting this fight for so long. Everybody else has been living it or denying it. You know, Chief Langley. I remember y'all said, are you going to just go ahead and start calling everybody African American? And now y'all see what he did. I still have the voicemails and stuff. J1 and Night Wolf. I don't know what's going on. You know, he's doing like, what's his name with the females? I don't know what's going on with him. He was trying to tell a lot of dumb niggas who y'all are. And I used to just be like, I think it's futile. It's on the road. You notice when I started doing this, when all this stuff was going on, I said, maybe I should read now. Maybe people will pay attention. And also some other things too. But no, people are still caught up in the fake world. People only support what they like. It's still at that divisive division, that system of division that was created by the enemy, and people are still perpetrating it. You can't make this up, you know. And it's sad. A lot of people follow me, a lot of fake accounts, a lot of bots, a lot of hackers. But that's smudging. I do. If you want to call it magic, then so call it. I think that's a dumbass word. But I do it. And I know the outcome of it. And I've seen it over and over and over. And I don't want to do it in respite or revenge or vengeful. But I do it for what? What do you mean lift? There's no lifting to it. You start living fucking right. And it doesn't do nothing. So that explains a lot, right? Ginger water. I gotta eat, y'all, because I was out in that sun and I was at the range. I did a little thing, but I was out there for a while, y'all. So, and I'm tired. But I'm gonna read. But I just had to get this off my chest because it's not a burden. But after I saw those cats, and then the people at the range speaking French that had Forward Observer on their shirt, motherfucking Forward Observers go to a country they're about to do something in. And I said to my boy, and he looked at me, Yogi, and then I look at Mac. Mac, he's just all up in the fucking, I don't know, in the boonies. That's still my boy. And I was like, nobody's paying attention to this shit? This motherfucker's walking around fat ankle motherfucking Peckerwood with Forward Observer. Y'all think it's a fucking game, right? All right. I asked long enough. Motherfuckers are blind with their false ambitions, the egos. And you can't tell nobody that. They go, I don't have an ego. Yes, you do. And then here they are. And then the whole 2 carloads of Chinese motherfuckers. I'm not saying they're bad. I don't know, but all right, yeah, kids, and well, that don't mean nothing, but everything that's going on, and I'm not jumping to conclusions. I mean, I have hope that there's good people in the whole mix, you know what I'm saying? But everything, this is all new, y'all. I know when we used to go to countries and we had to wear uniforms, I knew people were looking at us like, and all the other things, war was the reason. But a lot of us went out there, they realized, okay, the brothers are pretty good. You get the dumbass brats and all them motherfuckers, so-called officers and all that dumb shit. We got to meet people, and they saw the beauty, the goodness of us, and we had such a good time. There were times we talking about, no, man, I don't want to be with your daughter. I don't want to be like that. I just want to have a good time. Is there somewhere we can go and see some more stuff? And that made some of the old women was crying like, what is this? I'm being honest, y'all. Here we are, some of the greatest, well, the greatest fighters and everything. We had our respite, we had our rest. And here we are, I'm gonna start acting like a sack of shit. Look, everybody came and left. What the hell's going on? Is that the internet? Or is everybody still here? Can't make this stuff up, people. Can't make this up. You know, I'm on the regular phone because I was on the internet, but the internet's acting foolish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finish eating it because it's pasta. It's a good pasta too, and semolina, you know. And I just don't want it to get cold because I have the AC on for this one. I'm ready to open the window and turn that crap off because I do like the heat. My apologies, but everybody's still there? I don't know who's. I can't see. Well, it's acting up, y'all. You know, but I appreciate. Don't worry. I don't have that down. Like, no. I'm just. Yeah. And any of y'all watch the shooting video? Like, share it. You know, I'm gonna do some more. I got some more footage stuff that I want to edit. Actually, I did it with my phone editor before I upload it. I never really worked with it and messed with it on here, so I want to see what I can do. Adding, you know, and I'll upload those when I do that. Hopefully, I don't delete anything or anything like that. But all day when I was out there, I was just like, you know, at the range, you see all the people come in, and you see the ones who could shoot. Because the one guy's like, yeah, I shoot in French. The one that says observer, forward observer, he handled that full auto on everything. Like, I have a Glock 17. The fuck they gotta do? Like, he was just shooting MP5 and he was handling that shit like a champ. No, nigga, you know. Mm-hmm. They pay attention to everything. Acting up is a major understatement. The shotgun looks fire. Yo, the shotgun, man. When you get to shoot it, you're gonna love that one, bro. Remember the other one? I sent it to get fixed. It never came back. And I was like, fuck it. That was like a damn near $1,000 shotgun. You know what I'm talking about? That was the first and the only one that ever had an, you know, hey, what's going on, brother? Only ever had an issue. The only one, you know, I was just messing around. Little shotty right here. And I shot this off camera. I was using the 32 round extendos. And this, I could put about another 2, 3, 4, 5,000 rounds through this before this. This is Glock 20. No, Glock 22. I have the Glock 21 upstairs with the rotary drums and all that, and the other Mic-Mac. So this is one of my favorites right here. Booger finger. And then, you know, I ran the 43X. People say it jams. No, that's the ammo you're using, you retards. If you don't, I keep telling people, be careful of the ammo. You know what I mean? Let me take this right quick, guys. Men, I'm trying to tell you something, okay? I don't need it, but God, oh man, holy smick! And then this was my magnesium, because this is my second meal. My last meal. I don't eat sweets. I made fruit popsicles with dragon fruit, banana, blah blah blah. That's in the freezer. I haven't had one in like 2.5, 3 months. Seriously. And I take that with ashwagandha. I haven't only one. I don't take two like it as unnecessary. And I literally blended the fruit and everything. No sativa in my head itching. I've been out. Oh my god. No sativa or none of that stuff. Simple thing. Froze them. Put the saran wrap over. Then the foil. Then I put the top case on it. So all I got is to open that up and pop popsicle out and eat it. It's, you know, but your body, if your magnesium, if certain things are off, your insulin spikes. And what happens is you can't digest certain minerals and vitamins, or not digest, but absorb and it's your gut health. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I went and ate meat. I mean, well, now I'm not eating meat now. I had the steaks and stuff like that. I ate some bacon and shit like that, but nothing else. Where I eat no vegetables and no fruit for like a week. Y'all didn't even notice. And eggs. And man, I lost about. And so now I'm back. Pasta. Oh, I have rice, Mahatma, jasmine rice. That's survival food. Other than that, the rice that I order, only got a little bit left, and I have my grits, my red chopped grits. I just want to share this with you guys because I think it's important. All my teeth and shit. All my books. Man, this is not right, man. I think I want to order some of these books right now, man. That sucks. I got the 1984. George Orwell is a movie. Yeah. Anyway. I gotta let it load up, guys. We're still running. It's $456.73, y'all. Well, it's a little. I'm not gonna say that about 2 more books I added. I'll pay for them. They're kind of expensive. All right. Anyway, but let me see here. Where's it at? So a lot of y'all know about. A lot of y'all still eating white rice, right? Not saying that they're all having an issue, but me, I'm not too big on the lotus, but black rice, that right there is what I order. That's wild rice and forbidden rice. That's what I eat. So I ordered a few of them, just to have and for patriots. Why? Because I would hate to see these people be here and they're told when to mask up and put on their radiation suits. There's a radiation suit that you can put on that covers your whole body. It's almost like like chemical biological uniform, like you got in the storm. And then nobody know about it, and then they spray a chemical and everybody goes to sleep. Like, seriously. And then you wake up and you're in some fucking camp. No weapons or nothing. I don't think you get it. I don't think y'all get how things can happen. I really don't believe y'all are paying attention. Hey, Grey Wolf, what's going on, brother? I think people are looking at everything, and because everything looks like it's all right, you're allowing yourselves to be duped. And I'm not saying that's what's really happening. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the possibilities are just, oh wow, it said tap to retry. This thing be acting up, y'all. But only 2 watching. What the hell's going on? I mean, I can dig it if y'all want to watch crazy shit. That's cool. I came over to say halito to everybody, and that's about it. And I was going to get into the reading, because that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But I noticed these things. I noticed them, and I think it's important to discuss them and talk about them. And I know that we have a mentality in this world, and it's sad because that's not who our ancestors were. That's like, oh, if it happens, it happens. I stopped at my boy's Chad and got the crimper so that way I can go ahead and put this license tag on. And he was like, yo, have you noticed anything? And I was like, and we just looked at each other like, and his son and his son's friend, they were sitting eating Little Caesars, and they were all like, see, imagine if y'all were here. If y'all just got up and says, you know what? We're going out west. You know what I'm saying? And you'd have been here at least a year or 2. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. You don't get it. But anyway, let me go ahead and read a little bit. I'm just going to read a little bit. I'm going to read a whole lot. I got some thinking to do. You know what I mean? Trying to get in. I'm in Colorado having time problems on YouTube. Having big time problems on YouTube. Our friend Blue Eagle is trying to get on in Colorado. Having big time problems on YouTube. Yes. The internet is doing some real, it's a frequency. It's a different form of a UHF or whatever. And right now there's a lot of chatter. I'm ready to go and turn on my which card and see if what I can pick up or a scanner, but I don't really care. You know what I mean? No, everybody, yes, everybody's having an issue. Not everybody. If you got the right equipment, this interference won't interfere with that. You know what I mean? But let's stop trying to guess things, because what is the worth in it? What does it matter? Of course, whenever they decide to do something, it's going to be interruption. They can shut it all down. So what did anybody do to prepare for it? Did anybody study about this stuff? Did anybody talk to anybody that knows anything about this? Pay attention to what I'm saying. Just hear me out. Did anybody take the time to find out so that way they can curtail or do something, or it really didn't matter because everything was just right? Their handout, to which is not a handout. That's what I'm talking about. So people, matter of fact, make sure it's charged up. People see me with stuff like this, you know. What's James? What's Ray doing? What's going? You know, like sounding all like retards. And then when they have no way of communicating, right? No communicate. All right. Yo, could I? All right. Yo, could I borrow? Hell no, get away from me, man. You don't even know how to move or operate with these things. You don't even know how to communicate. Somebody's listening. Hell no, get away from me, man. You don't even know how to move or operate with these things. You don't even know how to communicate. Somebody's listening. No. See, this is what I'm talking about. We are in a world of people who just want to gimme. But when it comes down to some real shit, you say, hey, and they, well, you know, I was going, no, coulda, woulda, shoulda. The fuck out, no. Have you been training some carrier pigeons, Margarita? Ray Will, have y'all been training some? No, don't even mention that. Save your breath on that. Don't even type it no more. See, I need y'all to be functioning right in and out. This is what I do. Because I see it doesn't mean that there's something bad going to happen. I'm just asking if anybody's paying attention, because you look at the state of affairs we're in. That's what I'm conveying. You got people still talking about the TUA and this, that, and other. Nothing probably will happen, but the problem is nobody's noticing the subtle little differences. And then really looking at I was about to say that carrier pigeon. Don't even bother. Like, how many of y'all got carrier pigeons? How many of y'all do like Tyson? But and do you know how long it takes to train them? What good is it right now? I want to be in the now, is what I'm saying. Pay attention where I'm coming from. I'm asking you, get the pigeons. You don't have them, right? You don't see them, right? What do you see in the neighborhood, the town you live in? What do you see in the suburbs of the city? What are you paying attention? Settle away. Meditation. That's why I've been asking y'all to do these simple things. You will have a little more clarity. I've been sharing vitamins and nutrients and stuff like that. But you know what everybody does? It sounds good. Fuck sounding good. Take the advice. You get where I'm coming from now? Are y'all listening? Take the advice before there's no one to give you no fucking advice. Please. You could have went out and got some 2A radios and stuff. Fuck, a carrier pigeon ain't gonna go but to certain destinations. That's it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen if you ain't trained them to fly across country. Just please, hon. All right, my sister. I'm talking about other things. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Is it freezing up or something? I'm talking about things that you need to be looking at around you. It doesn't matter how old or how young we are. If we know who we are, then we need to carry ourselves as such. I'm just sharing some things with you because I need to go ahead and read because I'm tired as well. And I need to have my stuff with me just in case I hear them talking next door. These people don't know I can hear the fuck out of them. So here it is. It's just fucking Tuesday. People come here on a fucking Thursday and a Friday like this. What training is going on? Well, I had somebody attempting to try to tell me something, but I was in a rush to get back here because I was so tired. And he says, yo, it's very important, bro. And we have these conversations. And he says, don't worry. I'll hit up with, I get with you. And somebody else might reach out. And I was like, it must be something very important. But I was tired, like, dude. And I could have just stopped, pulled over and go, what's going on? And I didn't have my phone. It was here. When I went out, my phone was here. When I came back and went back out, I left it here. I had to stop, salmon cat food. And information, you know, like that. And I was like, he says, no. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, how important? I'll let you, we'll talk. I was like, all right. So I was tired. You can tell I was driving. You know, it's like driving slow and you're in a 30 and a 25 or 30 and you got 4 cars behind you going, what is this guy doing 12, 15 miles per hour talking to somebody? That's the country. Spinach. Anyway, let me go ahead and read. You know, I mean, I'm not saying to be, you know, this, that, and that other. I'm just saying because it's important. It's pertinent. We've been saying for how long now? We got people that got acreage. Damn, we can hot tent. We can put stuff together. We can get hot. It's summertime. We could be out there in these big hot tents, walking around in, digging dirt, working bobcats and everything else, and nobody listen. Nobody says, yo, we're packing up the house. You can go to YouTube and people do it all the time. Pelicans do it all the time. I'm selling everything in the house and I'm being out by the end of this month and I'm going over there with my friend Justin and we're going to build this damn log cabin on 100 fucking acres. And here it is. People are like, yeah, I'm getting my Social Security. I've got my pension and I got 12-hour shifts and I got money saved up, but not understanding the importance sometimes of the move. But now, I don't know. I'm not beating up on nobody. Y'all know that. That's the morning thing. This is cares and concerns. Does it mean that I'm giving this shit energy? No. I'm saying just pay attention to the little things, the little details. Let me read. I'm just going to read a few books and relax. Oh my goodness, where's my pens? Dude. Like I said, I care about y'all. Oh, damn, I forgot I had another one. This is for my... God. I forgot all about that. Dude, I forgot about that. That's crazy. Any of y'all got any of this stuff? DHEA, you know, stuff that's good for your heart and all that kind of stuff. Apricots, B17, things that are going to benefit you in the long run when everything is said and gone. Let's go ahead and get this reading. My apologies, everybody. I'll make sure. All right, so anyway, here we go. George Jones, An Original History of Ancient America. I could talk about this all night, people. But what is it going to accomplish? It hasn't. Talking about things, everything that's going on. Mass hysteria behind mass shootings so they can try and strip away your Second Amendment rights, which it's not their fucking job. It's for the police and everybody to deal with. The problem is these things are made. They're oven baked. And then these motherfuckers want to use it to try and strip your rights away. Fuck that. Y'all know the agenda. You know the said New World Order. I'm reading The Pale Horse. We'll get into that after the next book. And you know what's going on. West Side, is the internet acting up over there, brother? And have you noticed any funny things over there in California, now in Phoenix? Hey Rondo, have you noticed anything down in Tucson? I think the internet's acting crazy all over the place and it's rolling. And because there's a lot of chatter with these foreign troops and everything on this soil and the underground second government and military that nobody knows about. George Jones, An Original History of Ancient America. We're going to read a couple of chapters. I'm not going to read that much in here. and we're going to move on to the other stuff. In the middle of the terrace, along an avenue leading to a range of steps, was a broken round pillar, inclined and falling, with trees growing around it. We will now refer to his map, a ground plan of the Temple of Uxmal, drawn by his artist, the accurate Catherwood. And that's not what's doing it. But yeah, I know what you mean. Page 428 to 9. On that plan, there are 2 rows of circular columns and parallel lines. One row is perfect and contains 11 columns. The other is imperfect and presents 6 columns. Remember, we're breaking stuff down after looking at the 2 knuckleheads who tried to dismiss the true history because they're part of that beginning of the New World Order agenda. Okay, way back then. Okay, but as dotted on the plane, small hat shit. And when the parallel lines were not in ruin, these look like Israeli uniforms. I've been to Israel. I know what I'm, looking at. Like the off-duty type, brown, desert ones. Anyway, in ruin, because we're in the desert. Contain 22 round pillars, though from the appearance of the ground plan, it is almost demonstrated that the 2 rows of columns were continued around the entire platform terrace, forming a grand colonnade like those of Palmyra, or that facing the church of St. Peter's at Rome, but a square instead of a circular area. Now, the reason why I'm reading this, I'm going to tell you why I'm reading this, is because Kerry Asbury used to be up talking that shit, Egypt ain't in America and all this. Dumb niggas who don't know shit. Artifacts, Eagle Rock Reds, all the shit over there in the museum. Man, come on. And how can people be so fucking... And here we at Grand Canyon where it's real known. It always has been. Utah, Nigga Head Trail and all that, Niggerbill Canyon and all these other fucking places. It's not that it's just our land, it's who we are. God damn, people. And y'all need to start acting like who the fuck you actually are. Unless you're a foreign nigga, then you're just lost. You don't know your origin. Colonnade like those in Palmyra. All that facing the church of St. Peter's at Rome, but a square instead of a circular area. The columns at Uxmal are given as 18 inches in diameter, and this multiplied by 8, big as fuck, y'all. The medium calculation, that's the medium calculation, would give each an altitude of 12 feet. These are fucking pillars, y'all. On the plan, the measuring from the scale given, the line of one row of the columns extends 140 fucking feet, is parallel the same, and each column is 10 feet from its associate. The same distance exactly is between the parallel rows, thus proving a perfect knowledge of architectural design. You can't make this up, people. And I'm going to read one more line. Pursuing the same scale of measurements as the ground plan authorizes, the entire colonnade of Uxmal contained originally 230 circular columns. Holy shit. And I've been to Greece, so-called Greece and Rome and all over the fucking place. And that's abysmal. In the center of the area in front of the temple and holding the same locality as the single obelisk in front of St. Peter's at Rome is the ruin of the solitary broken round pillar, and compared with the other columns on the map is 6 feet in diameter. And this multiplied by 10 for capital and ornament on the summit, perhaps originally an image, and take care of the feminine energy. You motherfuckers don't have a clue, man. Man, this is fucking-nificent. I gotta mark this book. I said it wasn't, but I gotta mark this motherfucker. Come on, 1830 fucking 9, people. Arthur Kessler. Did you check out the video, the shooting video, man? Go give it a like, man. Check it out. Watch it to the end, brother. Support your brother. I'm always going to do the same, but just look at me, and don't have a goddamn thing to offer. Nothing to fucking offer. No way out. They're still in the same fucking spot, the same dossier, the same bullshit, and they're still chemical recess or something out of these goddamn platforms or something that they firing something in there that makes the motherfucker stuck. I just Oh, the sound's cutting in and out? Is it? Egypt is over here, Mississippi River and all. It's everywhere. Egypt was everywhere. It was at one time all over Earth. It was a period. It was a certain period. And then another period came in Tartary. And Tartary has been around thousands of fucking years. And we were the Republic, the beginning of it all. Outsourced from here. Oh, this one is less. It don't give you the poopies. All right. Well, not like that. It's straight out the bottle, ain't purified, y'all. It don't have no charcoal taste. Make sure they ain't trying to give us toilet water. You got to smell your water, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead. Well, Arthur Kessler, the 13th tribe. Now, here we go. Because last time we left off, but to the limited rights of municipal self-government they enjoyed, the Ashkenaz, and while they rob everybody of theirs and their identities. The shtetl, or quarter, in which Jews were compelled. The 4Gs. No, this book's got a lot of information. The Gentile town. It was from the second half of the 16th century onward, the universal habitat of Ashkenazis everywhere in the Christian and most of the Muslim world. The ghetto was inbreeding, but to a sense of relative security inside Cheston, and permanent overcrowding created deplorable felonies wars in the past. They took them children and made a lot of babies. So yes, there's a lot of inbred motherfucking babies, and they don't know why they think of them. But see, we can correct ourselves. That's so regardless of that, we can correct ourselves. Unlike them. All right. Cheston and permanent overcrowding created deplorable sanitary conditions. It took great spiritual strength for people living in such circumstances to keep their self-respect. Not all of them did, though. And as already said, existed only in Poland, Lithuania, and nowhere else in the world. It was a self-contained country, town with an exclusively or predominantly Ashkenazi population. Now, the shtel's origins probably date back to the 13th century and may represent the missing link, as it were, between the market towns of Khazaria and the Ashkenazi settlements in Poland. And the economic and social function of these semi-rural, semi-urban agglomerations seems to have been similar at both countries and Khazaria, as later in Poland. They provided a network of trading posts or market towns which mediated between the needs of the big towns and the countryside. They had regular fairs at which sheep and cattle alongside the goods manufactured. At the same time, the centers where artisans plied their crafts, from wheelwrights to blacksmiths, silversmiths, tailors, kosher butchers, millers, bakers, and candlestick makers. Now you know where that came from, the rap. Anyway, there were also letter writers for the illiterate, synagogues for the faithful, made up new shit, inns for travelers, and a heder Hebrew for room. And there were folk bards. Some of their names, such as Vavel Zbardza, have been preserved, and traveling from shtetl to shtetl in Poland, and no doubt earlier on in Khazaria. If one is to judge by the survival of storytellers among Oriental people to our day, Oriental people. Did you get that? Did you get that? Some particular trades became virtually a Jewish or Ashkenazi monopoly in Poland. Another was transport. The dense net of shtetls, writers, Polyak, made it possible to distribute manufactured goods over the whole country by means of the superbly built Ashkenazi type of transport, especially in the east of the country, was so marked, amounting to a virtual monopoly, that the Yiddish word for cartel, for Carter, I'm not playing, y'all. I'm dead ass serious. Language as balagula. Only the development of the railway in the second half of the 19th century led to a decline in this trade. They got people playing with words and saying shit that have no meaning, no nothing at all other than fucking satire. Now people... with all they've done, and all they've done, look at what they've accomplished with the small numbers of people. But also, when you look at Albert Einstein used to flat iron his hair. The nigga had a big curly fucking fro under all that straight shit. The nigga, it was a nigga. You want to say mulatto with all that shit they made up, whatever? This motherfucker had autism and Asperger's syndrome to the max. He didn't invent shit. They made sure he knew it, groomed for that position. People. They stuck the fuck together. You see when the motherfuckers in the 80s or 90s, they said, hey, everybody come over to Palestine. Motherfuckers got up out of here in every country and went over there in droves. You tell a couple of niggas here, hey, come over this way. Get from where you at. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get my excuses for dummies, but yeah. Excuse me. So we can't accomplish shit because motherfuckers won't move forward. They won't step up. But you insult me. So we got a bunch of niggas saying they are talking us, but they're in their fucking feelings. They can't deal with the reality because they're too busy. Like, well, fuck it. If I'm gonna die, I'm motherfucker might as well have a good time. If that ain't some Hollywood bullshit, it's probably better for the rest of us who are willing to fight. Let me go ahead and read this. This is Behold a Pale Horse, William Cooper. I ain't saying fucking namaste. There ain't no peace or nothing here. If you look at the Russian man, let me hit this real quick. It's a little dark for even the lights in my face. Oh shit, cowboy hat. Oh yeah, there we go. If you look at the Russian Manual of Instruction of Psychopolitical Warfare, we see in Chapter 9, psychopolitical operations should at all times be alert to the opportunities to organize for the betterment of the community and mental health centers. Now, under the new National Mental Health Program, at this moment, there are more than 600 of these community mental health centers across the United States. The whole thing was promoted by Dr. Stanley F. Yoles, who was the director, a small hat motherfucker, director of the National Institute of Mental Health in 1969. And he stated back then that the newest trend in treating mental illness is care at local health care centers. People being stuck on ventilators and being murdered. They have been working on this program for 46 years publicly and now across the U.S. And that's coming out. That's not me saying that shit. That's just coming out out of every corner, orifices, and every fucking way you turn. And I was looking at it like, man, that's some crazy shit. Well, y'all let it happen, so I don't want to hear about it. Is it facts? I'm not a fact checker. You know, just repeating them, unless you know something otherwise. Anyway, they have been working on this program for 46 years publicly. And now across the U.S., though your tax dollars out, community health centers that are all part of this program. And this is how they are part of the program. It has already happened. Pay attention. In the mid-1950s, there was set into motion an interesting chain of events. About 1956, the Alaska Mental Health Bill was proposed and later passed. It granted approximately $12 million and 1 million acres of public land to Alaska so that it could develop its own, mental health program. Now, this was a little abnormal since Alaska only had a little over 400 people who were classified as mentally ill. After the bill was passed, Alaska passed its own enabling legislation to get into the mental health business. And they started by adopting the essential elements of the Public Health Service Act Draft Act on the hospitalization of the mentally ill in the old interstate compact on mental health. Now called there were no provisions for jury trial into the Alaskan Siberian asylum. Incommunicado. That means no communication. Snatch the fuck up and straight away. And the state would also confiscate all your personal and real property. And they actually tried to do it in 1954 in the case of Ford versus Melinek, which declared the act as adopted in another state, the state of Missouri, as unconstitutional. Do you see the importance of the fucking Constitution? Do you know how many people right now have been taken away who are liberals, who have been siding with the fucking liberal side of shit, and right now they're going and they're fucking drugged up. They're not hitting people with Thorazine no more, are they? I don't know. But anyway, drugged up, and they're like, oh, somebody come and get me out of here. Oh, fuck. And the people are walking around, the sadists, who are just puppets on a fucking string, making sure these people take their medicine. They already got mental health. You dig what I'm saying? And modified, but essentially in the same form. The Uniform Mental Health Act, to which approximately 6 states subscribe, and in passing now state constitutions, if you will check them from the period of 1935, made a part of their constitution. They made a part of their constitution the practice of having a person submit to a 90-day mental examination to determine his or her sanity without any provisions for a trial by jury. This was part of the national program at the time. Wow, Trey, what's going on, brother? You see what I'm saying? This is crazy. Now listen to this. In this act, the governor could have, and y'all know this, it's still be doing this today, could have anyone picked up. The governor could have anyone picked up and sent to the mental health institution in Alaska, Stein-type mental health prison in Alaska. And I wrote to Alaska, in parentheses it states, the officials that is, and asked them for a description of the land of 1 million acres that they were eligible to receive under the Alaska Mental Health Act. And I also asked them for a copy of the inventory they ran for the facilities back at that same time. Well, so far, no answer. Of course not. And probably I will never receive an answer without a court order. You check that out? Kiramia, what's going on, beloved? You check that out? Right now we're reading Pale Horse. I'm breaking down things that have been happening to see past a lot of stuff that they retracted because of the Constitution. But see what they're doing right now, if they tear away the Constitution, the whole world is fucked. If they tear, and that's because people let them. You see what I'm saying? If they tear away the Constitution, that's because people let it happen. People scared, and they're gonna bleed any fucking way. Now listen to this part. But through the years, there was a spot east of Fairbanks, southeast of Fairbanks, southwest of Fairbanks, and northwest of Fairbanks, somewhere near Fairbanks. Wow. Then I received information that a pilot had flown over the area once and had his license revoked. And so for $1.85 each, I ordered the low-level navigation maps from the federal government for Alaska and located the Alaska Siberian Asylum for the treatment of enemies of the United States. It's right where rumor over the past 20 years had placed it, southeast of Fairbanks. It stands out like a sore thumb. It's only one of that geometric. You see right here, look, I'm gonna show you how this is crazy. Literally, that's his writing. That's his shit. Listen. Okay, hold on. It says it's the only one of that geometric configuration, a black line running up through Fairbanks and down over near the area of the map. 1 million acres, y'all. That is the railroad that the Department of Transportation would take the emergency operation of under the executive order. If the executive order went into effect, and HEW would be responsible for making a determination of whether or not you are mentally disturbed, because, and you see that's what they're pushing right now, right? The red flag and all that other shit. Because of your nationalistic tendencies, patriots, your love for the United States, or your adherence to any political or religious doctrine. people, and they're laying that out now with these MK Ultra niggas running around shooting motherfuckers up that you would have heard nothing before of, that all of a sudden just pop about the goddamn framework, or they go Winter Soldier, car, taxi, elevator music, Sharon Tate, Pamela Anderson, and the motherfucker, I am here to do your bidding. I mean, the shit is real. I got a book on that shit, and we'll get into that one day. This stuff was going on in the 1950s and 60s, and I'm dead ass serious. And being a veteran, I'm telling you, there are people out there you can walk up and you say something to, and that motherfuckers are triggered, and you can't calm them down. You got to be like, can somebody calm this mother sucker down? I'm being dead ass serious with you guys. And we'll get into the other books tomorrow, because I've been on here for a while. Pop some music in on my CD player and lay back, let the food digest. And I appreciate you guys coming in. Like I said, those who donate, I appreciate you guys. We're a little shy from getting these books. I got plenty to read, don't worry. I'm definitely gonna read this to you guys though. It's in better shape. I gotta paint I've got to spray it with the gold. What you call it? This is the information. This is fabulous. She wants me to bring it back to her. She wants to put this laminate, like sheen spray or something around it, because it's so old, you know. So I think I'm gonna take it back to her so she can go ahead and do that, you know. And she's gonna trim and make sure Wallace was torn up and flaking, because y'all know this is old. This is old furnish. The leather one that's like from the what was this? What's new? What was it? 1700s. The one with the hardened leather that's all bent up and everything. It came just like that in a box with popcorn and bubble wrap and shit. She's got it soft where it's, and a lot of money for that book I spent. And she's got it where it closes, but she's got wax or something so it doesn't get the oil, doesn't get on the papers. And she's got to use this blue light thing. She's got to put it under. This woman does this, but she's doing it for the library and stuff. It's a very old book. So when she gets that where it needs to be at, I'm going to read a little bit, but I'm going to keep that in a case. It's a antiquity. I had to get it. It was the only one. And I was like, if I don't have no gas, I don't care. Well, I keep my 500 deductible in case something happened to the truck. So like I said, you know, and so she's going to get this one back. She gave me the spray to do this. I'm not a curator. I don't know how to, I don't want to fuck it up. So she said, just bring it back, Mr. James. With little, you ever see them glasses, reading glasses, got the little line on top? And she said, just bring it back, Mr. James, and I'll take care of it. Just bring the paint. And I was like, yeah, because I don't mess it up. I don't want to put tape, and I'll be duct tape it or something. And really tore it up. She did an excellent job. Y'all remember how it was just falling apart and everything like that? It's like dust in my face. Fabulous. Just, she's got to go on each page, and she's got to spray. Now, there's the stuff she's got to spray in between each friggin', I don't know how many pages it is. Man, there's about 1,000 pages. She sits there with that little damn monocular or whatever that thing is, and she does this stuff, y'all. So one day I'll read you some of this, and this book is fabulous. The other one, when I get it back, I might read a couple of things to show you guys. Y'all donate too fucking slow and slave fucking money. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? People, I really appreciate you guys. I love y'all. Look, I'm like the old man on the corner used to have, the Smirnoff, pint in his pocket, dancing and singing around the fire in the winter and saying, get your little nappy ass heads home, boys and girls. You know what I'm saying? Important. People call us elders, chiefs, this, that, and the other. We're more than that. But there's no ego involved. There's no big heads wrapped. It's none of that's involved. There's an earth, there's a world that needs our calling, needs our wisdom and our gifts and our love and our compassion. And it's been misused. And if we don't know who we are, and Cure Me always asks y'all, do you know who you are? Yeah. There's no take backs. There's no gimmies. There's no nothing. You guys got to wake up, man. I mean, you really got to wake up. All right? Hey, Snoo. Took you forever to get here. Was you sleep? I appreciate y'all going. You know it's number love. All right. And just because some of us know who we are doesn't mean that all of us can't know who we are. You see what I'm saying? But I asked him, I'm about to sign off. You're him. You are him. I owe you an apology, brother. I've been so. Yeah, man. We have people, you know, it's not about hate, man. I've been fighting this for so long, all my life, man. And I've been fighting against, and I always say, like, if I'm like this, if people want to be something that they're not, if they want to say that's what they are, then I'm all right. I'm like, okay. I prefer people to actually know who they are, deep down, just to make sure. But I have no issue with people being whatever they say they are, you know. For the people that come and listen, if they want to attribute their life and do the genealogy to what some of us discuss and act. It's not a vaudeville show. It's not, it's not Marie Antoinette and the puppet, what you call jester puppet shows. It's all good, brother. Serious. And there's so many people, millions of people who know who we are, millions, if not billions. And we allow the few, the reckless. It sounds like a commercial for the fucking Marines. The few, the reckless, dissuade and convey, and the misleading and the false stewardships and all these Howard and Brown universities and all these people grafted in to misguide the people and they don't even know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, family? No, I appreciate you all. I really do. And it's nothing but love. Hey, yo, West Side, that shotgun, yo, that thing kicks like the other one. $100 shotgun I got right here, this damn Winchester XSP, that motherfucker. Oh, it don't knock you on. It kick. It got I'm putting slugs through it, so that thing got a punch to it. Anyway, I had to say that, y'all. We are sentient. We're not hue of a man. We're not some kind of fucking mankind. We're not, none of that made up shit. When I tell you the source is not just within you, because people, first thing when you say the source, they go, oh, the gut, oh, the chest. You are the source. It's all around you. We study believing we see three-dimensional when we're like a 50-dimensional being, but we're looking one-dimensional because we've been nurtured to see things not in its truth and not be the benefactor of that truth. We've been conditioned and chemically lobotomized, poisoned, to cut us off from that truth. So we can't circumvent it. And we got to circumvent it, even though we can't. So now that some of us are learning how to circumvent it, to bring people with them on that circle, to walk side by side, circumvent this and navigate this, to find a way. And there's always been a way. And it's not complicated to start utilizing that Hava, the light, who we are. Like Psalms that I read, for ye are gods. 6. You know what I'm saying? Psalms 2:6. So Psalms 1:6, from 2 to 6. For ye are gods. What is there's no more I can say. I'll just keep reading. Y'all feel me? I appreciate you guys. One in the head and one through the center. It's the slug and the what you call it, the jacket that went through, the little packing that went through. So it looked one through the head and then one through here. Boom, at 10 yards. Boom, boom, Watch the video, man. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love, all right, FS. All right, so y'all know it's nothing but love, man. We have to be the people that we're supposed to be, and we don't have to fake it. See, that's the thing. We don't have to fake it. My beloved sisters, always. That feminine energy is important, but the masculine energy is coming out now, so everybody get your ass in the house. To my brothers, it's always 2 on the 1. I'll get with y'all tomorrow AM. If they don't start doing shit, messing with the internet and everything.